Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Rachel O'Leary, and my advice for you today is always be a hoarder. I firmly believe in stockpiling hardscape materials, especially if you're interested in aquascaping. Having a wide range of materials to work with and inspire you is really the best way to come up with a cohesive scape. On that note, I've gotten in this palette of driftwood, and I can't wait to look through it, so I thought I would bring you guys with me. Now, I know that it's not practical for everyone to order driftwood in this size, but take advantage of your stores when they get in new shipments. Check it out and pick pieces that inspire you. I'm really excited to see what's inside this palette because I specifically requested small pieces that I'll be able to ship for you guys, which normally I only sell driftwood in person, but if these pieces are of a decent size to fit into a box, that means I have more ability to be able to share them with you guys. Now, manzanita driftwood comes from the desert in California mainly, and it requires a special permit to be collected, so it's not very common to find it in stores. You really have to go to specialty stores for the most part to find the type like this that has not been sandblasted. I really prefer this natural look. So as soon as I can get all this plastic off of it, we will take a look and see some of the pieces that are available. The manzanita is especially popular because it has this fine branchy appearance. You guys will remember it from my spec in my living room. If not, I'll link you to that tank. The smallest little branchy pieces don't last for a long time, but the bulk of the wood does, and it's just it makes for a really dynamic scape when you utilize this stuff. Let me not cut my fingers off. Now, a palette like this will cost you a few $1,000s. But again, it's the way that I ensure that I get the most interesting pieces to have available for my customers and for myself. And don't write off even the most simple of pieces. If you guys remember correctly from Aquatic Experience 2015, I think, Jen and I won utilizing all my leftover scraps of manzanita, weaving them together in order to make a really dynamic composition. I call those pieces structural pieces. Oh boy, this is the exciting part. Now, I've only unpacked a couple of pieces so far, but this gives you an idea of some of the sort of scope that comes in a palette. These are some really large pieces, some mid-sized pieces, and then some smaller, really interesting pieces. And as you can see, I've barely made a dent. So I'm going to work on unpacking all of this for a while and do some mock-ups for you guys. But always, always buy hardscape that inspires you. I mean, look at all the character in this giant pile of wood. So I've now sorted all the wood by rough size. These loose ones in the middle are the mid-size show pieces. These are the large structural pieces. Those are the ones that you use to make the big tangles. Sort of like what's in my 150. I used a bunch of those, maybe 10, 15 pieces. And then these are all the nano pieces that I got with mainly you guys in mind, because this is all shippable size stuff. And I pulled out a couple examples to show you that I found inspiring. And these would be appropriate for 10-gallon and smaller tanks, the vast majority of this stuff. And I like to keep a stockpile of materials like this for when I'm feeling inspired to start a tank. I find that it really, really helps to have a broad range of materials around at your disposal to choose from. And the nice stuff about hardscape materials, you can see I have rocks everywhere too, is that they don't go bad and they can sit outside. So if you have any sort of, well, that's a mess. If you have any sort of patio or fire escape or yard or deck, you can easily stack all this stuff up on your deck. Now my hoard is a little bit excessive, and I'm embarrassed to say this isn't even all of it, but you can see I have 3 types of wood, about 8 types of stone, and I think it really just helps the creative process, and it allows me to practice a lot. And the main thing with aquascaping is getting to practice. So that's my tip of the day. Don't be afraid to hoard hardscape materials and practice a lot to improve your skills. I'm going to get back to work doing mock-ups for customers and weighing out materials. But as always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you stop by my Instagram, my Facebook, and my website, as well as hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos.